I almost fainted. This time I was going to sue the government. I have come to conclude that this is the best light spot in my house. I don't know why anywhere else in the house the light is a mess, but every time I'm standing around here, like, at least it's not the best, but at least I get something next to the best. Okay, next to somewhere good. I think because of this lighting, that lighting, and then this one in front of me, so kind of the light gets balanced. It's not the best, but it's kind of, well, now you guys, what has befallen a girl child this morning, this very morning, as you can see me, quite disappointed. I washed my money. I washed my money. I washed my money, you guys. And good thing, these ones have hope of drying. There is hope that these ones can dry. There is a time I washed the only 20,000 note I had. Now, some of you who do not know what a 20,000 Uganda note looks like, it is this one. It is 20,000 Uganda note, okay? You can see it. 20,000 Uganda notes. I'll be putting for you the dollars down there. So there is a time that was in school. That was in school. You know, when you are in school, like every coin counts, every penny, if I should say penny, every penny counts. Okay. Now imagine some of us used to have less than this for pocket money. Others used to have this times 10, times 20, times 30. Times 5. But me, I always had a fraction of this. But now, there is a time I had this 20,000. And you guys, I had sacrificed a lot. Like, I was planning, I had 20,000, but I had a million plans with the 20,000. Brokenness, I curse you in Jesus' name. I had 20,000 in school. That was around Form 5. That was in high school. So I had this 10,000, 20,000, and I had a zillion plans for it. And I had kept it for approximately a month and a half. All I survived on was the meals that were prepared by the school or given by the school. And if all of you have been in Ugandan school, not those high class schools, but moderate Ugandan schools, you know what, when I say I was surviving on school meals, you know what I mean. They are not the best, they're just for survival, okay? So you having a note, and then you spare it for a whole month and a half, and just decide to survive on the meals provided by the school is a big, I feel big is an understatement, is a huge sacrifice. Now, I went on those meals for days and days and days, a month and a half. Now, a vice came to my hostel room. There were those people with long hands, as are they called, long fingers. Those picky people who will even pick what is not theirs. So when that vice came in the dormitory, of course, I was not the one with a lot of money. Of course, mine was peanuts compared to what people had in the dormitory. So I was like, why keep my treasure in this dormitory? Why keep my treasure in this dormitory? So you know what I decided? I said, I'll be working with it. It will be in my pocket. Because if I decided to put it in my set, there is a chance that I would open, maybe when I'm in the technical drawing class, I open the drawing set and probably someone picks it or sees it, or I pick it out and I forget to put it back. And it was the only treasure I had. I decided to keep moving with it in my pockets. In that 1 month and a half, so I had it. Every time I'm going to wash, I remove it, put it in the pillowcase, remove it when I've finished ironing. So someday disaster befell me. But when I remember those things, I be like, brokenness, you're bad. So there is a day, you know, science classes, if you've been in a Ugandan school and you're taking sciences, there is a way they pump a lot the science classes. You don't have the time like the rest the people doing arts have. So you find that your free time is utilized by some teacher who wants to finish some topic. So something, most cases you're just chop 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 chop, you get. So you don't blame me if I'm just like that. If you see me here and just that's the training right from home and then from school and all that. So this fateful evening, Mr. Fono, hey, Mr. Fono kept us in class. If you have been to Luwiri SS, you know Mr. Fono in the chemistry class. He kept us in class after everyone had gone, because school would break off at around 6, 5, 6. Oh, officially 4, but then they give you remedial classes up to 6. But then we had 20 minutes. Remember, in my hostel, we used to go and take the dinner at 6. So we had 20 minutes. That means he expected us back by 6:20 to come for the class again. So in those 20 minutes, I had to go take a shower, take supper, that is dinner, wash my uniform because it was dirty for the next day. And if most science class students know, we don't wash those shirts daily. But the time I wanted to wash mine was out of control. So I rushed in those 20. You have 20 minutes. This fateful evening, I didn't remember to collect my 20,000. I didn't remember to collect my 20,000. And I washed, because it was very dirty, I washed it with a lot of energy that the time I remembered, I don't even want to open my eyes here, but the time I remembered to pick it out of my uniform, it was tattered. Because remember, the pockets are the dirtiest ones, right on the shirt and the skirts. We used to put on skirts. That time it was in the skirt. So I had to agitate. Is it called agitation? To kukunya around the pockets very well for them to get clean. And little did I know, I was smashing my treasure. I remembered after rinsing and it was on the wire. I was already in class. I can't assure you that I got what Mr. Fon was saying. My whole heart was on my treasure. Now I was thinking, is it still there? Was it in a state where I could dry it? And I swore to myself that at least if I find you, my dear treasure, I'll use you right away. So the whole lesson went on for around 2 hours. But I bet you not, I didn't get anything from that lesson. Now I understand why the Bible says, keep your treasures where moths and worms cannot have them. If you put your treasures on these hard things, you will die. Anything can spoil them. So keep your treasures where no moth and what can. You know that Bible verse, okay? So all I wanted, and everyone noticed I was absent-minded. I used to sit in front. So Mr. Fon was like, my daughter, is everything fine? I'm like, yeah. So, but my heart was not there. That chemistry lesson that evening was, it was the longest I've had in all my life. In all the years I've studied, that is the longest lesson I have had in my life. Once it ended like this, pop, it was around 8 something. I ran off. Little did I know that was prep time. They opened the hostel gate at 10 after preps. It was 10, yes, at 10 after preps. 9 or 10, 10, if I remember very well. Disappointed as I was, I had to walk that distance right from my hostel gate back to class in the name of to continue with revision, but there is nothing I revised that entire time. My heart was there. So at exactly 10, you guys, I was troubled. I felt like I lost around 20 pounds in just hours. So at exactly 10, I moved to the hostel. I think I was the first one at the hostel gate. They're like, what is wrong with you? Are you sick? You came here at there's no way I could disclose. There's no way I could disclose in this life and after that it was 20,000 troubling me, because people had more than that. There are people who had 100,000. There are people who had 200,000. Some people had pocket money of 500,000. Some people had 300,000. So someone has a pocket money that is worth my school fees. You get, and you pay yours in installments, but someone has it as pocket money. Huh? So there's no way I would say. I feel I washed my 20,000 note in my uniform. That would be like, really? You're crying for 20,000? You're prioritizing it over the books, over lessons? There's no way I would disclose to anyone. I had to wait patiently, but not patiently. And they opened that door. I ran straight. There's what we used to call the washing bay. I had not hung them in the general where everyone hangs, because there is when someone picks your uniform by mistake or not by mistake or intentionally. So I had to hang it on a window. So I went to the washing bay, checking the window. Good enough, the skirt was there. Now I'm checking on my treasure. It was completely tattered, no repair. I got joint pain. I got sick. I got troubled. I felt that the world was rotating. After washing that 20,000 note, I felt like, why me? Like, why? Why? If I had another money, that would be okay, you guys. And remember, sometimes VD, there's no hope of someone coming through, for visitation day. So that, you guys, that time, I felt the whole world was rotating. For a moment, I felt I was not in Uganda. I was somewhere, not on the earth, somewhere on another planet, lonely, shrinking, cold, like in winter, dying of coldness. I sat down. Tears were rolling down. I got fever. I went to bed. I had an assignment to do. Most cases, I would use that time to do my technical drawing assignments. Yeah, when I come back from my preps, that is because technical drawing didn't need me to think a lot and all that. Okay, I would basically be drawing something. I could not handle a pencil. The paper was just getting wet with the tears, just because of 20,000. Brokenness is bad. Brokenness is bad, like very bad. 20,000 almost made me die. I asked God questions that till now he has never answered. I asked him why. Now in all this dormitory, you think it is me who had to really wash my money, as if it was God who washed the money in the skirt. I had to ask him, you felt like it was me really to wash my money in my skirt? I felt so bad. I felt so bad. In the next day, I went, sat in class. I was very active in class, but I could not participate. Everyone was like, Erin, are you sick? Go to the sick bay. It went on like for days, until when I was asked, they said, the girl is weak. What? Maybe you go back home for some time. I went back home, but there's no way I could explain that it is the 20,000. They will ask me, really? Because there's no other money at home. That's really, did you, as if I intended to wash it, you get? I just went back home. I told mom, the books are too hard. Sciences, they are pumping us like crazy. So I feel I'm exhausted. I feel it is fatigue. But was it fatigue? Was it fatigue from books? It was fatigue from 20,000. So I tell you guys, work hard. Work hard that your heart will not be set on these things, these earthly things. These earthly things. And there is a time, you guys, I don't know which devil disturbed me. There's a time I also watched a 50,000 note. God helped me, it just didn't get started. But I almost fainted. This time I was going to sue the government. How could I wash my 50,000? Where was the government? I was going to sue the government. Because 50,000 is the biggest note we have in Uganda. It is worth, I'm going to be showing you the dollars. So, how would I wash my 50,000? Where was the government? Where was it? I was going to sue the government. I tell you, hush. Hey, and 50,000. That could make me survive for a whole week. But sacrifice, of course, you have to sacrifice here and there. Like, you live minimally, you can survive on it for a whole week. Okay? So, guys, that was my... Why was I even talking? That was my loss. But I have learned that it's not good to get attached to these material things a lot. I've just trained myself over time. I'm not so attached to material things a lot. I'm not so attached to money. I'm not so attached to my belongings. Not really, not so attached to them. And I feel I've overcome. That is a big step in life. A lot of people are struggling with that. People are so attached to their money. People are so attached to their clothes. Girls are so attached to their shoes. Like, all those are worthless things. Vanities, vanity. Okay? All vanity. Like, you better, that's why I tell you, prioritize your spiritual life. Make sure you're good spiritually, then your health. At least things you can have it today, tomorrow it's gone. It's like wind, chaff, blown away by wind. So never be proud over money. Actually, let me use this point to tell you, never be proud because you have some cash. You can wash that cash just like I washed mine, or you can lose it anytime. So money should never be a reason for you to be proud and treat others as if they are not people. People as not. Everybody is somebody. Nobody is nobody. It's been your girl Erinette here, and see you right in the next vlog.